Welcome back everyone. So let's continue with the next topic, that is going to be break and continue. Along with the break and continue, we will look on for else and while else as well. After that, we are going to see a project, very mini project. We will just combine break, continue, for else in a one project, and the same project we are going to do along with the continue, break and while else. The project is kind of stuff of ATM pin. We will be going ahead. So let's continue. Let's continue here. So I will be first going forward with the break. What is break? Whenever you want to stop the or terminate the iteration. Whenever you want to terminate or stop the iteration. Or I should say loop. That time we will use break. In layman, in normal just daily life, if you say what does it mean by break? Break means once has been broken, nothing can be done. It ended, completely ended. Same only here. So what I will do, I will just directly create a program here for I in range. We are very much aware of this now. Still, I'm just mentioning for is a keyword here. I is a, you say, your temporary variable. In is membership operator and range is a function. So range function have three things: start, stop and step. Currently, let's say I'm just giving here 10. So that means it will print the data from 0 to 9. Or if I give here 1 and 11, so start is 1 and stop is 11. It will work from 1 to 10 because stop will be excluded always. That's why 1 to 10 it will take. Now here I will print I. That's it. For now what I'm doing, I'm just saying one for loop I'm just running here. If you see, then this for loop will run 1 to 10 and I'm printing the I value. So we will just save it and we will run our program. Python break continue .py, and if you see, we are getting perfectly expected values 1 to 10. Now I will do something. We'll give a condition if I is equals to 7. If I is equals to 7, something called as break I am writing. Something called as break I am writing, and rest everything I am keeping absolutely same. Even I didn't change the positions. I will just run it again. What did you notice? I hope you noticed that earlier we were able to see the data from 1 to 10 fully. But now it is just showing from 1 to 6 and then it is just showing 1 to 6 and then nothing. That means it broke the code at 7. Why? If you notice my code, I am saying if I is equals to 7, if I is equals to 7, break it. Break means it will terminate the loop totally. It will terminate the loop. So whenever the I was 7, so first I was 1, okay, 1 will go in I is equals to 1, no, condition false. It will straightforward come here and it will print 1. That's why we are getting 1. Now I will get incremented to 2. 2 is equals to 7, no, it will, like, condition is false, it will never go to inside the, if it will never go to this break, instantly it will go here and it will print 2. I equals to 3. 3 is equals to 7, no, it will print 3. I equals to 4. 4 is equals to 7, no, it will print 4. I equals to 5. 5 is equals to 7, no, it will print 5. I is 6. 6 is equals to 7, no, it will print 6. I is 7. 7 is equals to 7, yes. When 7 is equals to 7, it will break your loop instantly and just come out of the loop. Whatever is there after this break statement doesn't matter at all, doesn't matter. So when we got this break, immediately it will come out of the loop and it will never go to 8, 9, 10, nothing will run now. That's why it stopped the program here. So this was break. What we will do, we will just copy the same code now. We will copy the same code and instead of break, I will just write here continue. Instead of break, I am writing continue. I will just comment the above code and we will just run it. Okay, I will save it and I will run it. So see, notice 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. Where is 7? Question is, where is 7? 7 is skipped this time. When Python got 7, it didn't broke the program. Earlier what happened? When 7 came, program ended. But now, when 7 came, just script the current iteration, that's it. It just skipped the current iteration, nothing else. On, and it continued with 8. So 1, 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 condition was false. But at 7 condition was true. So when the condition was true, it will go inside and continue means skip current iteration, that's it. Okay, so it skipped the current iteration, and then what it's doing, it will just go with the flow. So I equals to 7, yes, continue means never go to print. It will not go to print means whenever it found continue, immediately it will go back to the loop without looking on the next statements, whatever it is, doesn't matter. Whenever it will get the continue, it will go back to the loop and it will continue with the 8 value. So that's why you are able to see 8, 9, 10, all three here. So this was, we saw break and continue using for loop. Now we will see break and continue both using while loop, because we have completed with for loop. So we'll just comment this code and we will see break and continue using while loop. So I will just initiate absolutely same logic I want to apply. I equals to 1. Logic will be same, but syntax you have to follow for while loop only. So this is initialization I am giving. This is initialization. I equals to 1. While I is less than equals to 10. This loop will run until I is less than equals to 10. I am saying print I. I am saying print I, and then I equals to I plus 1. That's it. Let's run it. So currently I never used break. So perfectly we are getting, if you notice, we are getting the values like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But I want to apply break. So same only, but inside the while loop. If I is equals to 7, then I will say break. Let's run it out. Perfect. See, it got broken after 6. It's not running at 7 now because I equals to 1. 1 is less than equals to 10. Yes. 1 is equals to 7. No. It will never go to if. Directly will go here. It will print 1. I equals to I plus 1. That is mandatory step. So 2. 1 plus 1, 2. 2 is less than equals to 10. Yes. 2 is equals to 7. No. Print 2. 3. I equals to 3. 3 is less than equals to 10. No. Yes. Sorry. Yes. 3 is equals to 7. No. Print 3. I equals to 4. 4 is less than equals to 10. Yes. 4 is equals to 7. No. Print 4. I 5. 5 is less than equals to 7. Yes. 5 is equals to 7. No. Print 5. I equals to 6. 6 is less than equals to 10. Yes. 6 is equals to 7. No. Print 6. I 7. 7 is less than equals to 10. Yes. 7 is equals to 7. Yes. Now it will break the code immediately. Break the loop, I should say. It will break the loop immediately and it will come out of the loop. Doesn't matter what is available now inside it. So that's how it's working. Let's do the same thing with continue. So I will just copy paste. Instead of break, I will give continue. Here we will face a issue. First, I want to show you that issue and then I will explain. Continue meaning to you know very well. Continue meaning you know very well that wherever I will be 7, it should continue straightforward till now. Whatever I explained you, based on that, what you should understand that, okay, wherever you are saying I equals to 7, so whenever I will be 7, it will continue and then it will print 8, 9, 10 also as per your consideration. Let's run it and let's see the problem. Notice we are getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and that's it. Nothing else. Nothing else. And even my program is not ended. My program is also not ended, means it got stuck. Reason. For this, what I will do, I will just stick it here. We will just open our Paint and we will understand this. Okay. So here if you see, I equals to 1. Okay. First iteration, I equals to 1. 1 is less than 7. 1 is less than equals to 10. Yes, it will print 1. It will print 1. I equals to 2. Okay, 2 is less than 7, 3, 4, 5, 6. Till 6 it will work same. 6 is less than equals to 7, condition true. So it will print 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now the main concern. Whenever I will be 7, I 7, 7 is less than equals to 7, condition true. Sorry, 7 is less than equals to 10, I should say. Here also it should be 10, here also it should be 10. So 7 is less than equals to 10, yes, condition is true. When the condition is true, it will go inside here. Continue. We have continue. Okay. Continue means immediately it will go back to the while loop. But now what is the value of I? I value is still same now. Because when earlier the I was 7. Earlier the I was 7. And when I was 7, we are giving continue. Continue means skip the current iteration and go back to the loop. But when it is going back to the loop, what is the I value? Because when we got continue, never we are incrementing I value, na? I value to we are incrementing here. But when we got continue, it will never go here. It will come back to the loop. So that time again, I is 7 only. So again and again what's happening? The loop is going from here to here again and again because all the time I equals to 7 now. The things are getting repeated. So make sure at this position, before the continue, after the if condition, means within the if condition and before the continue, what you need to do? You have to do increment here also, so that whenever this condition is true, before continuing to the next iteration, first it should increment I value to 8. Then only it should go to the next iteration. So what I'm saying, here only before the continue, I equals to I plus 1. Now let's run it. So see, now if you see, 7 has been skipped and we are getting 6, 8, 9, 10. So I hope this matter was clear. It is important stuff. People used to get confused. If you are still confused, please go back and see my explanation once more. Still, if you are facing an issue, please do comment. Okay, we have completed with the implementations of break and continue. Now let's mix break, continue and for else, and let's prepare a project. Let me first explain. This project is about ATM pin, where here what we will do, we will be having a correct pin. Inside that correct pin means we are going to compare this correct pin with the user given pin. User will have total 3 attempts. If user gave mistakenly empty pin, means user say print like entered nothing and user clicked on enter button, then we should give a proper message that pin cannot be empty. Or if user is giving wrong pin, 3 attempts, within the 3 attempts, if user is giving wrong pin, then we will show all the 3 times we will show the message that you are giving wrong pin. But at fourth time is given like user is giving wrong pin, we will block his card. We will block the card. Okay, so this functionality basically we are going to implement for our project. Fine. First we will create the same project using for loop and then using while loop. So what we will be requiring first, as I mentioned, we will be requiring a correct pin. Let's say 1, 2, 3, 4 only I'm giving. So for I'm taking a variable attempts in range. How many attempts? Remember 3 attempts now. So we will write 3 because it will go 0 to 2. That's why. Okay. So 0 to 2 it will go, means 0, 1, 2. So how many times we will ask from the user? Before that, what I want to show how many attempts are left. So attempts left. So user will know now how many chances now he or she have. So here I will give /n, attempts left. Here we will give in double quotes and here 3. Why 3 minus attempts? Because total user have 3 attempts. So first attempt will be the first one. So if user is attempting for first one, user have 3 attempts left. Once user is done with the first attempt, user will have how many attempts? 2 now. So 3 minus 1 will be 2, because this will contain 0. First this will contain 0. So 3 minus 0 will be 3 attempts. First one. Second, another attempt when user gave the wrong. Another attempt will be 3 minus 1. Why? Because after 0, 1 will go here now. So 3 minus 1 will be 2 attempts left. Then 3 minus 2 will be 1 attempt left. It's like that. Then 0 attempt left. So I have given how many attempts left, and then we will take from user the password pin. So enter ATM pin. Enter ATM pin. Now notice I am taking it in input like string only. Later on I will do the conversion, because later on I want to do the conversion. So here I am saying empty pin check. It might also happen na user is not giving any pin. User is not giving any pin. So if pin is equals to empty, if pin is equals to empty, I want to give one meaningful message, then only I will continue. I will use continue after giving a meaningful message, because user should know now what the mistake they are doing. So pin cannot be empty. Pin cannot be empty, and then I will continue. Okay. Then it will skip this iteration. It will skip this iteration. Then we will check the correct pin. Check. So if pin is equals to correct pin, pin is equals to correct pin, but here is a problem. Correct pin is an integer. If you notice, correct pin is an integer, but I am taking the data from user, it is a string. Either you can do type conversion here, or you can convert this pin variable itself into integer. Both are absolutely same. If equals to, it is equals to means the pin inputted by user is equals to the correct pin, then we want to give a message that login successful. Login successful. That's it. And see, whenever user gave the correct pin, why we want to ask again and again now? Once we got the pin, correct pin, not needed now, this even code is not needed. Once user gave the correct pin, my task is done. User will be able to log in. So that's why I will break here. Otherwise, if you don't use break here, what will happen? It will still keep asking the pin. Once you give the correct pin, you should enter into the system. Na? If you are not giving break, it will keep you asking the pin again. So that's a wrong thing. That's why here break is needed. And so here I am giving correct pin, and then we will check for wrong pin. Wrong pin check. In wrong pin, here if you notice now, I am directly giving here wrong pin. That's it. Why? Means here if you notice, if this condition, it should check both conditions. It should check both conditions now in the for loop. If this condition is not true, if this condition is not true, then obviously wrong pin only now. Getting? Means user is not giving correct pin. If user is not giving correct pin, then obviously this is wrong pin. This is wrong pin. So what we will do? Now, next condition is, what if user entered wrong pin 3 times? What if user entered wrong pin 3 times? Then what will happen? Card should be blocked. So when it will happen? When user attempted all 3 attempts. Whenever this loop is completed. Whenever this loop is completed, that time means user has been attempted 3 attempts. So it will complete the loop, and once user complete the loop, at the end only, so I will just minimize it a little because I want to show you the full window. For wherever you have for, there only you will apply else. This is else for loop. This is else for loop. So card blocked. Card is blocked. Okay. So first we will try to run it. We will understand all the outputs, and then we will understand the flow if you do have any issues. So I will just say control plus. I will just run it again. Attempts left 3. Perfect now, because currently range is 0, 0. 3 minus 0 will be 3. So you have 3 attempts. I am giving wrong pin, wrong pin. So it will go in which condition? This condition is false, okay, because pin was not empty. This condition was false because pin was not correct. So that's why it will straightforward go to wrong pin. You should have a question that why you are not giving here else. That's fine. If you want to give else also, that's fine. Otherwise, so it will go here. Because we are giving break now, so else was not required. That's the reason only. Let's say I am giving once more wrong pin. Third time also I will give wrong pin. I am expecting card blocked. See, card blocked. Why? Because it ran this loop 3 times. All the 3 times it is asking the input. All the 3 times the pin is wrong, wrong, wrong. So this condition, this one, wrong pin, wrong pin, wrong pin. And when it is going to this else, this is the else for loop. So when for loop has been completely running, for loop ran completely, then for loop completely ran, then what is happening? It is going to block the card, because for loop completed its task 3 times. In all the 3 times, for loop were not able to get the correct pin. So that's why card blocked. Else block will only run. Else block will only run whenever for loop. Here if you see, whenever this for loop is completed all the iterations. Next, let's run it again. And if you notice 3, 2, 1, that is also perfectly working fine. This time at first go only, I am giving the ATM pin correctly and see login successful. So which condition is getting correct? This one. Because a pin taken by given by me and actual pin was successfully matching. That's why it is saying login successful, but let me remove this break. I am removing that break and I will run this code again. I am giving the correct pin. See, even after giving the correct pin, I am getting login successful, and then it's saying wrong pin, and then it is asking again. That's wrong now. I am giving correct pin. You are only saying login successful. Then why you are saying wrong pin? Why you are asking me again? So that's the magic of break. Break means once this condition is true, break the loop and come out of the loop. Whatever is there, don't focus on that. It's like that. Okay. So again I will run. This time I am giving wrong pin, and in second time I will give correct pin. So perfectly working fine. Now next condition was empty. I will press empty. See, I didn't give anything now, but this will still count your attempt. You gave empty, you pressed on enter button, na, it will still count your attempt. Even if you gave empty, you did nothing, you pressed enter, it will be counted. So here you see attempts left only 2. So this was our project where we saw how we can check ATM pin using for, break, continue, else. Okay, so we have completed our project using for else. Let's continue with the same project we will do with the while. So we will take help from our previous project. We will copy the whole project. We will copy the whole project here. Now, instead of for, it will be while, and while will be having a, means how many attempts we have? 3. So before while we have to take initializer where we will give attempt equals to 1, because we are going to check this attempt, it's until less than equals to 3. Okay, so currently attempt is 1, and until attempt is less than equals to 3, that means 3 times I want to run this loop. Okay, so this time I have to do 4 minus attempts, because in the case of for loop, I had range function. Range function was taking, used to start from 0. But here we are having attempt is 1. If we have 0, then to fine, but we are using 1. Fine. So 4 minus 1, 3 attempts now. At first level, we should have 3 attempts only. So 4 minus 1, 3. 4 minus 2, 2 attempts, and 4 minus 3 means first attempt. Rest everything will be same. Enter, like empty pin check will be also absolutely same. Correct pin check also absolutely same. Wrong pin also absolutely same, and else also absolutely same. No change at all. Let's run our project. So, okay, I'm just running it, and I didn't save it. Okay, and first I will run it and I will show the outputs, and then we will continue to understand into the depth. So 1, 2, 3, 4 at once only I am giving the correct one, and if you see it is getting login successful. Login is perfectly successful. If you see now here, what I will do, I will run it again, and attempts left 3. This time I will give wrong pin, okay. Again I will give wrong pin, but okay, there is a problem. We are getting 3, 3, 3. Okay, let's correct this problem. So we are having 4 minus attempts. Okay, so the issue is, if you notice, we never incremented the value of attempt. In while loop, initialization condition and increment or decrement, that is mandatory. So we have to do the increment here. So we will just run it again. I will just interrupt this one and we will run it. This time I am giving wrong pin. So now if you see, oh, let me run it. I gave the correct pin actually. Let me just run it back here. I will give wrong pin. Okay, then you see now it is getting changed to 2. Again I will give wrong pin. Okay, now it has been changed to 1. Again I will give wrong pin, and here you see card blocked. Okay, we will run it again. This time I will keep it empty. So what we are expecting, pin cannot be empty. This time I will give wrong. So wrong pin. This time I will give correct, and you see login successful. Let's understand it. So what we did here totally, I am having correct pin, attempt equals to 1. Okay, while attempt is less than 3. So 1 is less than equals to 3. Yes, condition true. It will say 4 minus 1, 3. It will ask for the pin. It will check the empty condition. It will check the correct pin condition. Then it is checking for the wrong pin. So not checking, basically if these two conditions are false, obviously it will go here. Make sure you are incrementing the attempt. So where we are attempting this, incrementing this attempt here, if you see, I am incrementing this attempt directly in the while loop only. See, indentation, all the indentation are same. So this was all about our, if you see, break, continue, for else and while else. So it was all about our usage of break and continue with the help of for and while, both of the loops, and then we mixed our else parts, because like we do have if else, we do have for else and while else as well, and these else blocks will only run whenever your for loop and while loop has successfully completed everything. When they will not run, when else part will not run, whenever you have break in the loop. So when your break is running, it will never go to the else part. So when user is giving the correct password, when user is giving the correct pin, what's happening? It will just break the code. It is saying login successful, and it will break the flow, that particular loop, and it will never go to the card blocked section, because card blocked section only available in the else part. So we will meet with the next video. Thank you so much everyone.